So I was chatting to someone the other day and they were telling me that they really like our website templates, but they just can't find one for the particular brand that they want to have. They wanted a website that was upscale, high-end, minimal, and modern, super clean. And to be fair, a lot of our web templates tick some of those boxes, but not all of those boxes. And this is going to be quite common with people jumping on our website and having different brands that they want to create. But that's why our website templates are super customizable. One thing that blew me away is that she said she particularly wanted a website that had a white background, a clean white background. And I was like, that is like the most simple thing to do in one of our templates. So I thought I'd just like jump in here and show you, if you want to create a specific style website, particularly for this video, high-end, luxury, upscale, minimal, modern, let me show you how we are going to create that brand using one of our website templates. So I've chosen Frida, which is this one here. As you can see, it's minimal, modern, and editorial. But there are some things that we could do in here to make it really clean, really sophisticated, and super high-end. And it's just a few little jigs. Let me show you. So one thing about the platform that our web templates use, Showit, is that they have a universal design settings area. So you can just simply change these settings and it's going to update throughout the whole template. So I'm just going to jump in like so quick to make edits within Showit. All right, I'm just going to do normal for that. Let's bump it right up. And then this one. Another thing is that it is really easy to add custom fonts. I know that's something that people get worried about when purchasing a website template or using a particular platform, is how much you can customize the fonts. You can upload any font that you like within Showit, and then you can just place it in your universal settings here. Okay, so let's do. And then I'm just going to keep the paragraph font, but let's make it much larger. All right, that looks good. I already have some colors that I've decided to use. So you would just put your brand colors in this color palette section. For something that is like super high-end, luxury, modern, we're just going to go with like a charcoal black and slightly off-white. So I'm going to replace the darker colors with the charcoal black and then the lighter colors with the white. And I'm just going to go ahead and change. I don't think that 5, 6, 7, or 8 is used because it's just plain white, but we'll just change them anyway, just in case there's any part of the website that has those colors in use. All right, so we've changed all of the fonts and the colors in the website already, like so quick. So this area, in the original template, there's a mix between a italic font and a non-italic font. That's why we've got this like mix up here. If you wanted to continue to use 2 different fonts together, then you'd like keep it like this. But I just want to use the single font because we're going for that minimal look. And I'm just going to retype that back in. And I think we'll go for something like this. So for something that's high-end and luxury, you don't want fonts that are too decorative. You'd want something like a really modern sans serif and then a modern serif as well. And I'll just mix those 2 fonts. I mean, you can approach this style in so many different ways, but if you just want to keep it simple, you're not a designer yourself and you're DIY in your brand, then just stick to a really modern serif, a really modern sans serif, and then a black or an off black and a white and an off white. Do this and just do title case. Okay. Let's take off the letter spacing. I'm going to get rid of that whole element. Nice. So one thing that's going to help make this really clean and modern is to remove these like rounded edges, which is going to be really quick and easy to do. We just go to effects and you can see we've got the option of a rectangle, round edged shapes. You can see we've got lots of different shapes here, and then circle. So I'm just going to choose the rectangle, and then this is really cool. You can just Command copy and then Shift Command V all the other shapes in here. Just going to make it really quick. All right. So this is looking good so far. I like this. Might just bump this up a little bit more. I'm such a perfectionist. It's so hard to do things really quick just because I'm like, oh, let's go like 1 point up with text. It's just really unnecessary for like a quick little edit I'm doing. Meet your photographer. Let's get rid of all these little elements because again we want that minimal luxury, and I'm going to make all the photos a lot larger just because again it's going to make it feel that more like luxury style. I'm going to command and copy that style on here, and I might actually just make this, let's go medium. If you're mixing a font weight, you're best to go 2 weights up rather than just 1, because 1 kind of just makes it look like it's a mistake and you didn't realize that you're mixing font weights. So say this one's normal, and then we've got a, what is it, semi-bold. I don't want to have this gap between the frame and the photo. I think it'll look more modern if there is no gap. So you just choose these 2 shapes and then do match size. You can see the frames disappeared. That's just because it is behind the photo. So let's bring that back up. Yeah. All right, I think to make it more modern, I'm just going to put this up the top. More of a traditional sort of look. Sorry, I said modern and then said traditional. I mean, with like luxury, you don't want to be like super like ultra modern. It is kind of a mix between like looking a little bit traditional, but then having like a modern edge. It really is a balance between those. I think I'm going to take away these frames, how it's like set up with the frame and then the text is within the frame. Just going to remove that, bring the text down here, and then we can just match size again. So let's pull this down. And then I want to create 2 of the same shapes here, photo frames. So like that's going to make it look a bit more symmetrical. And then again, I'm not going to mix fonts. I'm just going to use the 1 font, I think, for these text boxes. I'm going to do non-uppercase, just do title case. I'm going to copy and paste that, and then let's put this text back in. So the back end of our templates in this program, Show It, really does remind me quite a bit of like using Photoshop. So if you're familiar with Photoshop, I'm going to jump in here and it'll be a breeze. So you've got your layers here, you've got your toolbars here, and then you've got your ability to edit whatever you've selected here. There's similarities between Show It and Canva as well. Quite a few design programs actually, or photography programs. All right, so we can just align these using the show it tool. There we go. I might add a button up there in a bit, but let's power on. We'll do title and want to be able to see the text. Again, this is capitalized, like this was written in capital, so it's not going to change when I change the case. So I'm just going to rewrite this out. Bring up the line height. Good. All right, what size? Let's match that size, 17. This little guy back. Right, nice. That looks good. Yeah, perfect. All right, let's work on this. Let's do title. We'll put oyster in the same line. And I'm going to get rid of that line. Maybe I'll keep that one. Just going to copy that like this. Okay. All right, I think this looks good. I might just move this over here. Move this down, bring this up. Again, make a large image. Right. Stories I tell. Get rid of this. Change this to paragraph. And here, we'll get the effects back up to square. Put that there. Actually, let's just go title. And get rid of this. Again, we want to make it minimal, so it's probably some things we don't need in here. Left and grab that rectangle, place it in here. All right, we are nearly done, which is so exciting. I love seeing how these templates can change with just like a few edits. All right, I'm going to stop being such a perfectionist because I could honestly like sit on a design all day perfecting it, doing the like most minor changes that no one will ever notice. I mean, you guys will probably get me being photographers. It's hard not to get absolutely obsessed and just keep going. Let's do just a simple paragraph. All right, the fun part is coming up when we choose images, which really transforms the design. All right, let's get some images in here. I'm going to make this a little bit larger. So I've got gallery. So you can change the position and show it as well. You can crop images, which is really handy. This one. And all right, this looks really good. Let's check it out. I don't know. Do we have time to do this as well? It would be really nice. Let's just do it. Don't worry about the footer though, just for the sake of this video. But with your footer and heading, it's universal. Any changes that you make in those areas will update in your whole site. Semicolon. Let's lock it to the side. So under size and position, you have the option to lock elements to the side of your website rather than it staying like with it expanding on like a desktop when you go from laptop to desktop, rather than it staying in this place or like to the side and like move with that expansion. My dog is being so loud. I don't know if you can hear her. Story of my life. She's a little Frenchie, so she's quite naughty. Right, I think this looks good. Let's check out the preview, see how it looks. We might need to lock some things to the side, see how things sit. So we can actually see what our website will look live in shot, which is really cool. So I actually want to lock this to the side, I think. Other than that, these all look really good. Oh, I might put a button there. So that's good. I like this. Might move this over slightly. Yes, loving this. It's so beautiful. All right, let's just make those. Let's just lock this to the side. So I want it to sit here and then like expand out. We're going to put a button up here. I feel like that will make it look more balanced. Plus, it'd be handy to see more galleries. Is there anything else? Oh, I just want to maybe move this across. Nice. Oh, I love it. It looks so beautiful. Right, Right. I hope that was super informative of how easy it is to change one of these templates. I mean, it was 20 minutes and we changed all the fonts throughout the website, changed all the colors, and got this page completely set up, ready to go live. So, and yeah, when you make changes to your header and your footer, that's going to change universally throughout the whole site. So yeah, you can download one of these templates, set it up within a week, a few days, depending on how much time that you have on your hand running your business. But yeah, it's really, really simple. And you actually get a free font guide and a free color guide with the website template. So if you don't have any branding, you don't know how to create a color palette, how to create a font suite, there's already that created for you. So you can just grab one of the font suites, grab one of the color palettes, and off you go.